however it is. So in the last class we had missed somehow. So yeah, checked exceptions, unchecked exceptions. So we are going. We had find about
Keywords we discussed, try, catch, finally. So in that
catch finally, and then we had also tried something. Let us go to
program,
some program. Yeah, multi-catch exception we have tried. We have just started the two types of exceptions, and then we could not do that right.
yes.
So we checked exceptions, unchecked exceptions, and exception handling keywords. So we have gone through unchecked exceptions. These are all unchecked exceptions. So these are all unchecked exceptions. So we are not going to get any kind of exception hint here. So that is why these are all unchecked exceptions. And we had gone through finally demo, try catch demo, multi exception also we have tried. All good. So in today's class we will go with checked exceptions. As I had mentioned, you checked exceptions are nothing but which are automatically recognized by this JVM. So it is a small thing. So let us try that one. Let me create one more. Had I shared my screen? Can you see my screen?
No, 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 I'm unable to.
Yeah, yeah. Give me 1 minute. I can do that. New folder, day 60. Mm, what all I need is an example for checked exception. Yeah, fine. Mm, okay. Yeah, as I told you, checked exceptions. So in today's class, we will go to checked exceptions. Let me share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Checked exceptions. So checked exceptions are those which are automatically recognized by
Java virtual machine.
automatically recognized by JV. Okay. So best examples are interrupted exception. Interrupted exception. It comes from a thread. Comes from a thread class and file not found exception. File not found exception. These are the two checked exceptions that we normally came across. So let us start with a checked exception demo. New file. Checked exception. 16. Create file. Dismiss this. This is also not required. So public class. Check exception. Demo. String array yes. Okay. Let us take one thread. Thread is a class in Java. Thread is nothing but the execution. So need not to worry. We are not going into the details of the thread. Thread is one way of implementation of a program. So thread pro allows you to how you can execute the program. So you can divide your program into multiple threads. So every thread will be concurrently executing. That is all details about thread. Need not to worry what a thread is. I hope this is also not required for us. We can directly use thread.sleep. Thread dot sleep of some 20th. Yeah, thread.sleep method available. So instead of this, let me go with this 2000. So 2000 milliseconds means instead of that I can give it as a 5 seconds. Seconds. Quick fix. Yeah. Okay. Leave about this here. Go up. Let me write a system.out.println. System.out.println. I am in main program. Okay. And before doing this, I am writing system.out.println. Successful execution. Successful execution. So now, if you run this program, you can see I am in main program. The program
Success.
executed successfully. So both of them there is no issue. So it will be executed. If I add a thread.sleep here, let us see what happens. So this program unreported exception must be caught or declared to be. So this exception tells that you need to handle this exception. What is quick fix for this? So here you can see surround statement with try catch.
Try catch.
So you have to add a try catch here. Without a try catch, this program will not execute. System.out.println. Without a try catch. That means Java is recognizing this. But in the previous case, Java is not recognizing. Had you observed?
Yes.
Typing it. But now Java is directly recognizing this. Java is recognizing this error. No, it is EX. Java is recognizing this. So if I write simply thread.sleep, it is not allowing you to continue. But when you write something called, when you write for an arithmetic exception, it is allowed. When you write for an array index out of bound, it is allowed. But here you are not allowed to execute at all. And that is why what is the what you need to do for doing this? For this, you have to handle this error. You have to handle this exception. For handling this as exception, it is showing these options. Surround the statement with try catch. Surround the statement with try catch, or add throws class. Add throws class, so that we will see later on. So for now, if I execute this program, now you can see I am in main. After 5 seconds, after a completion of sleep, successful execution is doing. This statement is printing. So we need not to worry whether this exception is going to happen. These errors we are not going to get at all. So unless that particular that this thread is going to be interrupted by another thread. When there are multiple threads created, among those multiple threads by the developer, if one thread interrupts another thread, then only it will throw an interrupted exception. Okay, so need not to worry about interrupted exception. Similarly, let us see, there is another kind of exception. What here I will do is I will create a file. I will create a small file here. File object. File f is equals to new file of let us say notes. We are trying to create a file object. Here. Okay. So here you can see we have to class file. Quick fix, it is available in java.io. So add that java.io package. We have added. And now after that we have to give this in some file name, notes.txt, let us say. Notes.txt. This is the path name. Okay, once that file is opened, so you will try to read that file. So for that you need a file reader class. Don't worry, these are all just for examples. We are not going to use them at all. But for understanding, I am showing you. New file reader of f. File reader of f. So here you can see. Might caught this exception, or you have to declare
true.
So what here you need to do here is, let us go to quick fix. It will show you something. Where is quick fix? So add throws class. Here you can see this is throws. As I told you, the another keyword, throws file not found exception. So to a method you can add throws. That means to this main method you are adding throws. Then the error is removed. Otherwise you have to put this in try catch block. Otherwise you have to put this in try catch block. When we are using throws, keyword, throws is used. When try catch
not handling exception
is not, when you are not handling exception. When I can say try catch is not used to handle the exception. So add throws to the method. Add throws to the method in which exception is possible. Okay. So in which method we are writing file reader? We are writing that in main method. main method. Hence, throws will do that. Okay. So this main method is file reader exception, that is file not found exception, was handled by throws keyword. Was handled by throws keyword at the main level, at the main method level, because this file reader you are using in the main method. If you use in some other method xyz, there you will be writing throws. Is that clear? There is no difference in with respect to the usage of the keywords for checked and unchecked exceptions. What is the only difference between checked and unchecked exceptions?
Checker means that whatever the exceptions
The exception will be recognized by check.
recognized, yeah,
Whereas unchecked exceptions, they are not recognized. You have
by
to
the
check and you have to write the corresponding try catch block.
try catch block. Yeah.
JVM will automatically warns you when you use some risky statements. Those exceptions falls under the category of checked exceptions. Okay.
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
students which are risky.
Even so, for example, if you don't want to use a try catch block here, if you don't want to use try catch block here, but you want to use a thread.sleep, so then also you can see this is not allowed. So what you need to do, again you need to surround this particular statement, or you can add a throws class. So here you can see throws class can handle multiple exceptions. Instead of writing in a try catch, you can simply say throws file not found exception comma interrupted exception. Is that okay? Throws can
Okay.
handle multiple exceptions. Exception 1, exception 2 up to exception n. So this method is going to throw these exceptions.
Okay. So at that point of time, so no need to write try
Try
catch.
catch. No need to write try catch. Clear?
Okay.
All good. So this is all about exceptions. So what we have learned in exceptions, exceptions are having 5 different keywords. Of that, throw keyword we are not going to use. Broadly, exceptions are classified into how many types? 2 types.
2 types.
And then user defined.
User design.
But with respect to our own work, exceptions are divided into checked and unchecked exceptions.
Yeah.
So based upon recognizing by the compiler, based upon development. So development there are 2. Based upon the compiler there are 2.
4.
Okay. Majorly this checked and unchecked exceptions are predefined exceptions only. We are not writing any new exception. So either interrupted exception or file not found exception or maybe arithmetic exception. What are all those things? Those are all predefined exceptions.
Predefined exceptions.
Predefined exceptions. And I can say predefined exceptions are again classified.
Again classified into both.
Checked and unchecked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clear?
Yes.
These are all about exceptions. Okay. Now, after exceptions, let us see about casting. Casting. We used to say casting is nothing but changing casting. Changing casting. For example, it is like you are, for example, if the variable belongs to a integer, if you can convert it into a float, that is nothing but casting. Here, what casting?
Okay.
Casting type casting. It is also changing. It is also changing. The nature of the variable, that the data type of a variable. For example, if you have int 5, int I is equals to 5, you have int I is equals to 5, but if you want to convert that into float and you have say float f is equals to 8.9, float f is equals to 8.9, right? And then you will say some result. Float result is equals to I into 5. I into 5. I into F. I into F. So what happened? This I is automatically promoted into float. Yes or no? Because the operations
Yes.
are performed between same data types. So I is automatically promoted into float. Float and float or operation is performed and that is stored in float again. Okay. So this automatic conversion happens. Few things are automatically converted, few things are not automatically converted. So when it is automatically converted, when it is not automatically converted, is this casting can be done for objects that we will see.
Only not only for variables,
We
for
can also
objects
do that
also.
for objects.
Objects. Okay.
So because our idea is to cast objects, but however it is there with the primitives, understand primitives first, we will apply a similar logic over there for objects also.
Typecasting means?
Changing the type of a
Oh,
casting is nothing but changing the type of a variable. The type of the variable here is int. By default it is int. Okay.
okay.
Yes. By default it is int. Let me take an example, casting demo. File, new file. Casting demo.java. Here, public class casting demo. Public static void main. Here I am taking two variables, int I is equals to 5, and then I am taking another variable, float f is equals to I. Float f is equals to I. So and then I am printing f. System.out.println. System.out.println. Let me print. First I will print I. First I will print I. Then I will print f. System.out.println f is equals to plus f. Okay. Let us see how it is going to be printed. What is the expectation of the value that it will be printed for f?
5.
Let us see
High
how it is.
value. 5.
5. It has to print a 5 only because you have assigned only I, but it is
5.0.
format of 5.
Float.
The reason is I, the value 5 here is automatically converted into float. You have not converted, it is automatically converted.
Yes.
It is automatically converted. That means here you need to understand one thing, higher data type and lower data type. Higher data type and lower data type. That here, what data types we have? We have double, float, int, char. Yes or no? These are the data types that majorly looking in.
Yeah.
So, but primitive data types. String is not primitive. There are other data types also. That means char is the least data type. This is the least, lowest in size, lowest data type, whereas double is going to be the highest data type. Double is going to be the highest data type. Lower to higher. When you assign a lower variable to a higher variable, that would be easy. When you assign a lower variable to a higher variable, there is no issue. It is automatically assigned. This is automatic, and this casting is called lower to higher casting is automatic. Lower to higher casting is automatic, and it is called implicit casting. And it is called implicit casting. Lower to higher casting is automatic, and it is called implicit casting. Similarly, higher to lower casting is not automatic, and it is explicit casting. Explicit casting. Okay. So the lower to higher is also called as widening. Lower to higher is also called as widening. And similarly, higher to lower is also called as narrowing, because you are decreasing the size. Whereas here you are increasing the size, you are decreasing the size. And this includes data loss. This includes data loss. Because
Okay, for higher to lower, for data loss.
higher to lower. Because for example, float is 8.9, but to assign it to integer, decimal value will be lost, because integers cannot hold decimals.
Huh.
So there is some data loss
Yeah.
from higher to lower. Okay, let us see. This is implicit casting. If I do the reverse, so for example, if I have a variable double d is equals to
Implicit, explicit.
the double d is equals to some 67.89. Let us say I am having this 67.9. Now what I am going to do is I will say int x is equals to d. So here you can see incompatible types, possibly lossy conversion from double to int. So what is quick fix?
Casting D to int.
Int. So d should be converted into int, and then it should be assigned to x. Let me take these two statements and print.
Then we will be getting output 67 only. I think so.
Yeah, we have to get 67 only, because conversion, it is a narrowing. In narrowing, what happens? Last.
Yeah.
In narrowing, data will be obviously lost. X is equals to plus 6. Let us run this program. Here you can see I is integer, it is promoted automatically. This d is double, it is narrowed down. Explicit conversion. We have conversion, and there is loss of data. This is whereas this process, the above process, is implicit, automatic, and it is also called widening. What is this? The below one?
Explicit.
This is explicit. We are doing it manually. Explicit and
narrowing.
It is also called narrowing. And you can also say instead of automatic, it is manual. You are doing it for your need, and it is also called narrowing. Okay, this is primitive data type casting. Okay, so that is what with respect to casting of primitive data types we will see. Okay, primitives are very simple to understand. What you will be observing when the size is lower. So whenever you are doing a casting, observe what their sizes. Observe what their sizes. So what is size of character in Java? 2 bytes. Character is 2 bytes. Int is 4 bytes. Int is 4 bytes. Float is 8. And double is 10 bytes. Double is 10 bytes. Okay. So like that, we will be having, whenever we are converting from lower to higher, there will be some explicit data loss, but from lower to high there is no data loss, but from higher to lower there is data loss. Is that okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So even that you can observe with respect to double and float. For example, if you have a double variable, let us say double variable A is equals to 59.789, and if you assign that to a float
No.
variable B, a float variable B is equals to A float variable. So here also, because this is explicit, because float is small compared to double.
Double.
You are assigning double to float. So what you are doing? You are assigning higher to lower. So you need to do it explicitly. So what is quick fix here? You have to cast to float. You have to cast to float. This is casting. Putting the variable, the type in brackets is nothing but casting. Then let me print this A and B. This is A, this is B, this is A, and this is B. Let me run this. You can see, because this is small values, there is less loss. But when you go with more precision, for example, I hope it supports a bigger precision. Now, if we run this, here you can see it is rounded. Instead of this precision, it is rounded for float. Can you see? This is the data loss, even from float to double. Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is what we will observe with respect to the flow conversions of primitive data types. Yep. Next, casting objects. Casting objects. I have created one employee class, and I created an employee object. I have created a student class, and I have created a student object. Can I convert a student into employee?
Student into employee.
Logical? Is that logical?
No.
The reason is employee is a different class, student is a
Different.
casting can be happened only between the related objects. How they are related? How will you relate two classes? How will we relate two classes?
Relate means like
For relating two classes, what you need to do? For relating two classes, we have to extend, inherit.
inherit we need to do,
Then
and
what
then
happens? The classes are related, parent and child.
yes.
Parent child. That is the only way to relate two classes. If a class is related to another class, if a class is related to another class, then you can do casting. Then you can do casting. So let us take one more file here. Yeah, let me do here first. Objects casting. In objects casting, the most important thing here is, with respect to objects casting, the most important thing here is casting can be done only between casting can be done only between related objects. Related objects. If they are not related, you cannot do any kind of casting. Okay.
Okay.
So standalone objects is not used for standalone objects are not used for casting. Let us go with one by one. We are not going to write big classes here. Just for understanding, we will write dummy classes
Standalone objects are not used
for casting.
for casting.
So let me create one file first. File new. New file. New file. Objects casting demo. Java. Objects casting demo.java. What here we are going to do here is, and remember, this is the last topic for complete Java. This is the end of complete Java. So this is objects casting is the last topic for our.
Okay, today we are completing Java.
Yeah, I hope that we will be completing it yesterday, but it has been postponed to today for some reason. After this, we will be entering into data structures of Java, that is collections class. I will teach you only what are all most frequently used collections only.
Okay.
As and when required, we can explore them, because we need to start Selenium at the earliest.
Yeah, yes, sir. Actually, I mean, I'm just waiting for the slots actually. So on Monday, slots will be coming mostly.
Oh, for you.
Yeah.
Okay. So public class objects casting demo. So public static void main. Okay. Yeah. Leave about all these things for now. Let me create two classes. Class, as I told you, I am creating two classes. Class
It must be inherited.
no inheritance for now. Let us take one dummy class, class employee. Similarly, class student. Class student. There are two classes. There are two classes now. What I am going to create here, I am going to create an object for employee. An object for, need not to write anything, but we can always create dummy objects. New employee. This is valid. Similarly, student. S is equals to new student. Student S is equals to new student. Now what I am going to do is, I am going to assign E is equals to S. See here, incompatible types. Student cannot be converted to employee. There is no quick fix even available. There is no quick fix even available. So here, student cannot be converted to employee. What is the manual thing? What you are trying to do? You need to use the employee. As that we used float, right? We will try to.
Yeah.
This is explicit casting, right?
Yes.
Trying to cast it. So student cannot be converted to employee. Student, because these are standalone classes. Two standalone classes cannot be converted from one type to another. Only related classes can be converted are compatible for casting. Okay, that too there is a
Okay.
function I will show you. Class A, let me take this class A, and similarly class B. Similarly, we have class B. So for relation, what I am going to do is I am going to extends from A. Extends from A. Class B extends from A. Now, as usually, we will create. So this part we don't need anymore. Let us comment this. This part we don't need. So now, let us create an object for A is equals to new A. Similarly, B is equals to new B. B is equals to new B. Now, what I am trying to do here is A is equals to B. This is valid. Why this is valid? Superclass reference. Superclass reference can hold. Superclass reference can hold subclass object. Superclass reference can hold subclass object. This is truth. Whereas the reverse is not possible when we do. Reverse is not possible because incompatible types. A cannot be converted to B. A cannot be converted to B. Okay. So if I apply cast, then it is possible. This is related. So because they are related, we are doing a
Yes.
explicit cast. Explicit cast. This is explicit casting is allowed. Okay. So upcasting and downcasting, that is narrowing and widening is also called as upcasting and downcasting. Okay. So narrowing and widening is also called as downcasting. Downcasting. And this is called upcasting. Widening is also called as upcasting. These are all common synonym names. Okay. So step-down objects cannot be used for so
Casting.
yeah, these two are possible. So related, then we can do this. Now, let me take what are all possible with respect to casting. Maximum, this is enough for us. We are able to cast from superclass to subclass and subclass to superclass. This is more than enough for us. So this demo is more than enough for understanding the casting between superclass and subclass. And even, for example, if I have class C extends extends B, class extends B, then what happened here? This is all related because C is child of
B.
B is a child of
A.
A. These are all related. So I can, if you create some C is equals to new C is equals to new C, then also you can assign. This is possible. A can be assigned to C. Similarly, C can be assigned to A, but for that what you need? You need a explicit casting. So A should be converted into C. A should be converted into C. this okay? Similarly with the object B, because this is direct. B is if you say B is equals to C, B is assigned to C, this is accepted. Similarly, C cannot be assigned to B, so B need to be converted into C. B need to be converted into C. So this is all about casting of objects. This is all about casting of objects. Only related, only related, but explicit casting is very rarely used. Only for objects. Upcasting we are going to see. In our testing perspective, in testing perspective, majorly we are going to see. Majorly we are going to see upcasting.
Upcast.
Upcasting. This is upcasting. Child class reference, child class object. Child class object is assigned to superclass reference. Object is referred to superclass reference. So you can also see A is parent of both object, A object is equals to new C. This is also valid. What is new C? New C is
Object of
C.
C.
What is OB? OB is reference of
Difference of A.
A. Reference of A. OB is reference of A. So a child class object can be assigned to superclass
Superclass reference.
reference. That is all about casting in objects. So that simple statement you need to remember. That statement you need to remember. So this is majorly what are all topics that what we have studied in Java. So let me we can also go through all the list of topics again if you want. So you can also ask me if you have any doubts so far. We will move on to the, shall we move on to the next topic, collections, or shall we start when Adil is available tomorrow?
When Adil is available tomorrow, we can start because it's the last topic, right?
It is not last, but this is last, but that is a new topic. That is something like an additional thing that what we require for testing, because in
Okay.
we are going to use those collection objects.
Okay.
So tomorrow probably I will let you know, because my mother is having an appointment from morning 8 to 2 o'clock in a hospital, probably
Okay.
for health checkup. So I will be with her up to 2 o'clock. Later 2 o'clock I will update you at what time we can connect.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it will be completed before 7 itself, I think so, right? When like 5 to 7, we can
5
keep
to 7 probably will be our time.
5 to 7. Yeah.
7. If I miss anything, you please ring me at 3 o'clock. Because I may, if there is any extension, if there is any delay in the hospital.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So the next topic of that is
So from Monday, we can start
Selenium.
Selenium. Okay.
Monday we will start Selenium.
Okay. Okay.
So probably if collections, I thought we will be completing today, but not possible, it seems. So there are a number of collections. What is nothing but data structures? There are the collections are nothing but predefined implementations of various data structures. There are stacks and queues, but we are not going to use them, all of them. But we are going to use a very limited number of collections like array list and set, hash set, and hash map. Only these three things are majorly used in testing.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I will explain you how to use them, and then there are other collections also. They are all similar.
Okay.
Try. You can start trying them if you are interested, but not required. Not required for a tester as of now.
Okay.
So if there is a new thing that is coming, because majorly questions, even interview questions, you will be getting only on these things only.
Hash map,
Map and
hash table.
I
Okay.
had, I gave you few exercises for interviews. Can you try them now? Frequently asked questions in interviews. I will
No.
share you. I will share those frequently asked questions in interviews.
Yeah, please share me in WhatsApp so that
No, no,
those will.
I will put it here itself.
Okay.
Frequently asked programs. Frequently asked programs. Number one, word reversal. Word reversal. Word reversal. My name is Raja. I hope we did it, but
We did it this program. Yeah.
but this is also a frequently asked program. Just try to go through this, and similarly, word reversal. Then SMS is equals to the OTP for the transaction of rupees 123.56 is some OTP 7891. This is the OTP. You will be asked to extract and validate OTP. Extract and validate OTP. Validation rules are like this. Validation rules will be like this. Validation rules are OTP should be of length. OTP should be of length 6, and OTP should be and numeric. That means it should contain only numbers.
Okay.
Next, read any number and check whether it is palindrome or not. Palindrome or not. If check whether it is prime or not. If prime, print the next palindrome. Else print what is to be printed is else print not prime.
Not prime number.
Example, if input is 7, it is prime. You have to print 11. Got it? If input is 8, you have to print not prime. Okay. Similarly, there is few more questions. Frequently asked questions should be there on my mobile. find the frequency of each word, each character. Find the frequency of each character in any given string. In any given string. Any given string. Example, Raja. So here R repeated how many times? One time. But A repeated how many times?
2 times.
A repeated 2 times. Similarly, J repeated
1 time.
1. So that is how you will count the frequency. If a string is given as input, so you have to count the frequency. Read any number and check it is in Fibonacci series or not. Series or not. If it is a fib number, it is a fib number, then print its index. Print its index. Yeah, this is also an important question with respect to numbers. And usually reversal a string is also asked. So anyhow, if you can do this, you can also reverse a string.
That is string only, the Raja.
This is word reversal, not
Word reversal.
string reversal. Entire string reversal means you will get A, J, A, R here, like that. You will get example, entire reverse means you will get A, J, A, R, S, I, N, M, E, E,
EMAN
A, N, Y, M.
YM.
This is complete reversal. This is only word reversal. Okay. This is string reverse. This is also frequently asked. String reverse, reverse a string. String reverse. And anyhow, you will be doing this. And the palindrome and prime is covered here. Fibonacci is covered here. Occurrence is covered here. That's all these programs you can try now. This because we have completed majorly the entire Java portion, so you can try all this. This easiest way is using HashMap. For this, you need to use HashMap, but you can try this one too. But there is an alternative approach also, but that is bit lengthy. You can try that one too, but here the easiest way is using HashMap. Anyhow, once again, when we go into HashMaps, there I can revise that. With respect to arrays, you change first and last column. First and last column or row. Usually first and last column or row they will ask. For example, input is like this. If this is an array, if input is like this, let us say this is a small three-dimensional array. For understanding I gave you, the output that is expected here is so this is input, this is output, this is output. first and last columns. Clear?
Okay.
So like this, you can try all these programs. Yeah, this is what for today. And once Adil is back, we can try with sections in the next class.
Okay.
All good?
Yeah.
Let us stop here and let me know whether if Adil is also not available tomorrow, we cannot stop. We have to go ahead with share recording if required.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Tomorrow at 3 o'clock, I'll be calling you.
3 o'clock, you just remind me. That would be a reminder for me, as well as if there is any delay, I can update you.
Okay. Okay then. Yeah.
We can do that on Sunday also if you are okay.
Yeah, I'm fine on Sunday. I mean, in this time in afternoon timings. Yeah.
If it miss on Saturday,
Okay.
we can do that on Sunday afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kavya, we can do collections tomorrow and close this Java portion by tomorrow.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.